What's up, Better Days? This morning we're in my home office. This is my garage and this is where I keep all my stuff for my fishing company, Better Days Fishing LLC. I got all my little permits on the wall and everything. And we're not gonna do a fishing video today, and this isn't a video about gear. Today I'm gonna take you on a short walk around my garden before we do any spring planting. So this is gonna be what the garden looks like this spring after last winter, with just stuff that's still in the ground, stuff that's in the ground year round. So let's go check it out. As you come out of the garage, this is the front of the house here, and these are my blackberries, and they're covered in blackberries already. There's blackberries all over these plants. These are new growth from this year, and they just shoot straight up and don't grow any blackberries. So what you do for these is you want to cut them at whatever height. These are thornless blackberries. Let's see if I can find one here that I've cut. This one grew last year, and I cut him right here at this point. That's about the height that I want him. And now he's got blackberries coming off of him right here. So that's what you do. These runners right here, you cut those down, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's several of them, but they'll just shoot straight up and they won't grow any food, so you want to cut those. Oh, a rabbit's been in my blackberry, or in my strawberries. See all the matted down leaves? Yeah, they've been in here eating my strawberries. I'll have to do something to try to keep them out. This strawberry patch is ridiculous. It is absolutely massive, and there are berries everywhere. There's a lovely one right there. They are thick in here. That's ridiculous. The strawberries. You just can't really fathom how many there are. This little blueberry bush was in the backyard, and he wasn't doing well. I moved him in the fall, and he's got some lovely blueberries on him right now. Those are going to be real big ones. Same with this one. Part of it didn't go, it's dead. But it's got some nice blueberries on there. This is, for some reason, the best plant I've ever grown. It's a blueberry bush. It's really big, and it's completely freaking covered with blueberries. Every single inch of this thing. I'll try to go slowly through here so you can try to get a good feel for how many blueberries are on this thing. It's absolutely ridiculous how many blueberries there are. And that's my pride and joy. That's my prize plant. And that big giant blueberry bush brings us to the corner of the yard. My little gate. I built all of this. My little fencing. All the fencing in the yard I built. Here's a couple little struggling blueberry bushes. I'll end up moving or killing those off. They're just not doing very well. This is a single cilantro. This right here was one plant, one cilantro plant that grew from last fall over the winter. Here's another one. So I've got two right here. They're huge. They're big as laundry baskets. All of these little white flowers turn into seeds. I'm letting them go to seed right now so I can collect those. These are garlics. If you've been watching my channel for over a year, you know this time last year I planted garlic in several different spots. Well, a lot of them came up and you saw me harvest them in the fall, but a lot of them didn't propagate until the fall. And the ones that started in the fall grew over winter. They're now waist high and they're doing really well. And here's another spot where I grew garlics. And all of these grew over the winter. These overwintered, and look at how large the stalk on this garlic is. This is just, these are gonna be good garlics. These little guys are grapes. And this is my one grapevine. It's 4 years old. And look at the grapes. Grapes, grapes. Look at this. We're way far away from the center of the plant too. This grapes do really well here for some reason. This thing is completely covered. So all of this is one vine. It stretches well over 30 feet. And it's completely covered. Grapes, 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 grapes. It's just ridiculous. So I did put in another vine right here. This will be a grapevine. And this will be a grapevine. That's the only thing I've planted so far this year though. All of this is empty. I usually do corn over here. All of this is empty. I don't know what I'll do this year. This is more of that garlic that came up over the winter and grew on its own. It's just doing really well. There's my golden plum tree. If you've been watching, you know this thing's broke a couple times. We're gonna have to trim a lot of these limbs up to make it a little more wind resistant. Straight across the yard. That's one side of the yard of the garden, and it's fenced off like that to keep those dogs out. And that's one side over there. There's another side over here. And then all of the center area is just for the dogs to play. You go over here. All of this long stretch right here. I had corn last year. I don't know what I'll do with it this year. There's a little room back in the corner back here for me to grow a few things, tomatoes or something, whatever I want. These are Logan berries. They're small, tiny little berries, but they're delicious. This is more garlic. I had garlic everywhere. And now it's waist high. It's good stuff. These are raspberries. These are actually awesome. I love raspberries, and these produce so many I can't eat them all. And then the last little spot in the garden is tucked all the way over here in the corner. The one spot with no sunlight. I mulched it all in because I want these strawberries to take over the whole area and just cover the whole ground back here like it was out front. This little blueberry plant is the same age as all those other ones. I got them all at the same time. He does okay here, he just never grew big. But look at the berries. Now if you know about how berries work, they're gonna get a lot bigger than this. And these are already huge. These will be the kind of blueberries that you see that are the size of a nickel. So these are really impressive. They're green right now, but that's the way blueberries start out. And then you've got just more strawberries here. There we go. There's a nice ripe one. Oh wow, how lovely. So that's my garden, and all the empty spaces I'll fill in with lots of different vegetables. Probably some peppers, maybe some tomatoes, who knows. If you guys have any suggestions, something you want to see me try to grow in this cruddy soil, I'll give it a shot. My mom had me grow her some radishes the other year. 2 years ago I grew her some radishes. That was fun. So that's what I do when I'm not fishing and not working. I'm usually around here putzing around in the garden. So I'll do another one of these updates in a couple of weeks when I get everything planted. Thanks for watching, you guys. Have a better day.